On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UCLA's offense will take the field first. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter, and Jesse, they think they found him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt. I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates, they're going to be watching every single move. He was the guy that was talked about to come in, to take over, to lead this team. He's making the money. That's talked about as well. So let's see how he responds, and let's see how he gets his career going in a new spot.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw. It's Potter. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Matthews. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Bruins started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room, it's Cox. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Alabama's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. UCLA will go back to work on offense. On the run, it's Cox.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense, you got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football, you want to be in the mix, find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's Russell. Still looking, on the move. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab, it's Meadows. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Out of the gun to give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Breaks into the open. The 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
Yeah, if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Back open in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Finds the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. So now it's second and long. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on! He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Bruins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, it's Potter. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul. Touchdown, Bruins! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on first and 10. Throwing right. Pulls it in. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're down to the 20. First and 10. Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll the line. To the air on first down. Got a man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
To throw, it's Potter. Plucks it out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Motion from the back. To the air on second down. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third down, he drops the throw. It's complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get handled.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success. Not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Scanning the field. strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa.
Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to throw, it's Potter. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now they take the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are, I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field where he goes. Great job by the defense understanding.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Just keep slinging it. Quickly complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Gives it on the option. Made a defender miss. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Moves around to clear up the vision. And some room to work. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown time! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right slot. Nice job.
Rides to back and leaves it. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Potter. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Flores. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Bruins are on the move. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Makes it past the marker.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. Working on the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Potter. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Second down, he'll throw it. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to it. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Ripping off a good chunk inside their 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Makes the grab. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Looking downfield, it's Potter. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
No, the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over Nevada. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled, tried to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch near the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.